Yeah, hello members, Chad again from Night Snipers. Sorry, I know I just posted a video there a little while ago, and in the beginning of that video, I mentioned there was something else for reloading about annealing that I wanted to go over with you guys about. And of course, the way my mind is, I'm turning on 49 years old, so I'm getting a little bit of that memory loss going going on. But um, yeah, it's okay for annealing. People are going out and they're spending, like I said about the wet tumbling and the dry tumbling video earlier. They're spending, absurd amount of money for their annealing, purposes and stuff like that for their brass, and which you don't even need to. I mean, you have all you need: battery operated drill. Electric drill works just fine. Get yourself a propane torch. And this little gadget right here you get, it's from Little Crow Gunworks. This little gadget right here. It's like a mandrel or whatever they call them. But anyways, what that does is you take that little sucker, all right, and that tip right there, and you fit it right inside the drill. You put it in your drill, and then you drop your casing right down in, just like that. All right, guys and girls. Now you see what's sticking out. All right, that's the part that you want annealed. That's the most, your shoulder and your neck, and a little bit of the back part right there for resizing and for trimming and for everything. It just makes everything so much easier to anneal. A lot of people are like, I don't do need to anneal brass. Well, you know what, guys, from my experience, from reloading from, quite a few years, but it's funny because I've been reloading for a while. And little tricks, I mean, you could be really little tricks and gadgets and little things here and there happen, and you just, you're always learning something new. I don't care if you've been doing it for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Okay. My opinion is there's always something new to learn. And, that's what's pretty cool about reloading. But, get back to it. That goes right in there like that. And I have this B-Low battery drill. Now, this right here I also use for trimmer. I trim my brass also. And this right here is a little trimmer right there that works very well. What this does is, this is set, I just trim some 22-250 brass too. This right here will sit here like that. And then all you need is this other, it's the Lee. It's by Lee. And you get the stem that hooks onto your cutter. You could buy this in one package, in this, for trimming your brass. And I mean, it's accurate. It's accurate as heck. I mean, you're gonna get the same length each and every time instead of the manual trimmers. I mean, there's moving parts on there. You push too hard, you don't clamp it down hard enough. You always got the whoopsies, or you got one that's trimmed too long. You got one that's trimmed too short, and guess what? It's trimmed too short, then you got to throw it away. So there's a piece of brass you could have saved, and you could have got 10, 12, 13 shots out of it. You know what I mean? So, and brass isn't cheap. I mean, you're gonna pay for good brass. You're paying top dollar. You're paying over $100, for like Lapua, Peterson, and stuff like that. All your top brands, AG brass, and everything else. But it works very well, and it's very consistent. I recommend it, and it's very quick and easy, and you don't have another extra thing on your loading table in the way. All right, guys, that's just my 2 cents. But back to the annealing. We'll take this off from that, and I'll set that up a little bit and give you guys an idea. All right. Thing doesn't want to work here. Well, I want it to. There we go. You got to be smarter than the drill. Mandrel will sit right in there, just like that. Tighten her up a little bit. She'll stay nice and even. She's not going to go anywhere on you. See that? All right. Now, what I do is I got a propane torch. I set the propane torch up right in front of me. I'm not going to go get everything on all together. It's just, a simple explanatory thing, so then what you do is you got your torch going. Now you don't want a red flame, you want that nice blue harsh flame is what you want. all right, for your annealing. Now, from my experience, and I've done brass and quite a few, I count, how I count and what I do is when I put that in there like that, I have like a little pan next to me, and a lot of people are like, oh, you got to drop it in water, you got to drop it in water, you got to stop the process. Well, maybe so. Okay, that's everybody's own doing and everybody's own opinion. Everybody has their own way of doing things. But I'm just here to show you an easy way to anneal brass without paying an arm and a leg for an annealing machine. And it's very simple to do, and you can't mess up your brass. I mean, you know. So anyways, what I do is I get the torch set up, and it's set up right here. And what you do is the flame, you want to concentrate that flame right there in the bottom of that neck. All right, guys and girls, you want to heat that up right there. You want to go about, some people go just the tip of the flame, but that's not the way to do it. What you want to do is almost go like a quarter into the flame, if not halfway into the flame. But you want that a nice blue flame, and you want that to really be, you know, dorking out. You don't want no red in it. You want that nice little white and that blue flame going. And then what you do is you just barely turn it. See, this is about as fast as I turn it when I get underneath the flame. And what I do is once it touches that flame, I count. And all you got to do is, from my experience, 6 to 7 seconds is plenty enough time, is what you need to get what you want from your brass, to soften it up a little bit for easier reloading and cleaning, and for resizing especially. And it lasts a lot longer. I do 6 seconds, but I don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a stopwatch. I don't do any of that crap. I'm sorry, stuff. Sorry. I do the old school. Start it. Once that brass hits the flame, it's 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000. After you're done saying the 6 1,000, you just take it. You bring it away from the flame, tip it, drop it in your pan, grab another piece of brass, slap it in, do the same thing. It's time consuming a little bit, but you know, if you're bored and you want things to do, you know, you'll fit it in and get it done. I mean, it's a little bit longer probably than just setting up an annealing machine and doing it, but it's a lot cheaper doing it this way. But that's just another tip from me. And I got really good results. I've never overdone brass doing it this way, and I've never underdone brass this way. Well, I've underdone it a little bit, but that was because I was counting too fast. But you want to stay at that 6,000, you know, that 6 to 7 second mark. That's the mark you want. Okay, you don't want to go 10, you don't want to go 11. Don't look for that glow that people are talking about, because not everybody is going to want to sit in a dark room and wait for a glow. Okay, that they say that's how it works, that's how it is, that's what it does. Well, you know, it's fine, that's their opinion and everything else. The way I do it in broad daylight. I do it with the lights on. I trust my instincts of the 6th or 7th second rule, and I've done 308, 22-250, 6mm Creed, 6.5 PRC. Excellent results, no problems. And honestly, I've never really under annealed them either, or over annealed them. So that's another quick tip for you guys, and everything else. Like I said, just get that mandrel. It's you can get it right from Midway. You get it right online. It's Little Crow Gunworks, and you get the mandrel to fit the calibers that you want. Some like I got one mandrel. It'll fit the 22-250. It'll fit the 6mm Creed, and it'll fit the 308. So you don't got to get 3 different ones. You got one that'll use for 3 different calibers. But the 6.5 PRC, I needed to get another one, because that 6.5 PRC is a fat little sucker. That's a fat little case right there. I didn't even shot that gun yet, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's it for today, guys, I guess. Well, for now anyways, unless I come up with something else. But stay tuned, and like I said, more to come. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.